This is news on WhatsApp Caribbean for Monday, March 2nd, 2015. In the headlines, youth involvement in AgriFest applauded. Husband of slain journalist Marcia Henville to appear in court on a charge of murder. 21 murders in 2 months, 5 women among victims. In sports, fans turned out in their numbers to welcome Windies to Perth on the weekend. The details of these and other regional developments after the break.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The fed start. The place mad. One flash of rum. My head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord. As I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it up. Don't come and tell me the party done, cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
In the news, AgriFest, an annual agricultural exhibition held in Barbados, culminated last night to much delight from those who attended. The event, held at Queen's Park in the heart of the city, attracted hundreds of exhibitors and thousands of patrons. When Barbados Acting Prime Minister, the Honorable Richard Seeley, toured on a Saturday, he said he was impressed with what he saw, but what stood out to him most was that the participation of a number of young entrepreneurs, among them schools, were also present.
Was thoroughly impressed with what I saw. I saw the full gamut in terms of Barbados, should I say, what Barbados has to offer from an agricultural perspective. Heartening to see the range of livestock offerings that was impressive, and the traditional and non-traditional approaches to agriculture. Of interest for me, of course, is so many young people, young entrepreneurs, particularly interested in how new technologies can be applied to agriculture. And I think as we look at agriculture in the future, we have to embrace what is on offer. Aquaculture, for example, fish farming, embracing organic farming. Everyone is concerned with carbon footprint, food production takes up. Embracing greenhouse technologies and various types of systems of irrigation, hydroponics, etc. We've seen it all here, and a lot of it being driven by young people.
That was Barbados Acting Prime Minister, the Honorable Richard Seeley. Sheldon Henville, the husband of slain TV journalist Marvell Henville, is expected to appear before a Tunapuna Magistrate Court charged with her murder. Marcia, the host of TV6 Point Blank, was killed on the morning of January 23rd at her St. Augustine home. The order to charge her husband was handed down last night after investigators consulted with Director of Public Prosecutions in that country, Roger Gaspard. Following Henville's murder, Sheldon, aged 40, remained at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex in Mount Hope, where he was treated for burns that he sustained. Marcia, aged 51, was stabbed several times about the body in a bedroom of her home, after which a fire was started. 3 execution-style killings and the still unsolved strangling of 2 elderly women are among some 21 murders that have occurred in the first of 2 months of this year in Guyana. According to stats from that country, 12 of the killings occurred in January, while statistics compiled by Kaito News indicates that 9 more occurred last month. These statistics indicate that of the 21 killings, 3 were crimes of passion, 10 were due to disputes, 3 were execution-style killings, 1 was a sex crime, and 4 are still undetermined. 4 of the victims were shot, 9 stabbed, 2 strangled, 2 beaten to death, and 2 succumbed from burns. 5 women have been slain so far. A communications and marketing company says they are ready to provide services to the newly minted Jamaican cannabis market. Cannabis Global Initiative, the CGI, says it is now offering a full suite of services to assist companies wanting to be among the first to do legal cannabis business in the Caribbean. And they have opened a second office in Jamaica's capital, Kingstown. CGI, in a statement, said they will work with businesses, policymakers, and other cannabis-related entities in local, national, and international markets with a team that is highly specialized in all aspects of cannabis. That was a wrap on news. Up next, a look at sports. In sport, well-wishers turned out in their hundreds to greet the West Indies team as they were hosted to a home-away-from-home event at the Perth Cultural Centre on Sunday. Fans, many of them West Indians, were dressed in the maroon jerseys, and others showcased their island's national colours. They joined the team at a street party-styled evening, which took on a distinct Caribbean flavour with music and food. The event was the city's official welcome for the team and was jointly organised by the Perth Caribbean Society and the City of Perth Council. Finally, in sports, several Jamaica under-17 players were involved in an elevator accident on Friday at the Hilton Princess Hotel in San Pedro Sula in Honduras. Reports are that the players all boarded the elevator at the third floor before it crashed past the destination of the ground floor and ended at the extreme bottom in the parking lot. The shocked players had to climb their way out before they were taken to hospital. James and Beckford came out with the worst knee and back injuries. On Sunday, Beckford had to sit out training after feeling discomfort in his back. The Jamaican delegation, headed by Garfield Fuller, has since written to the hotel and they are now awaiting a response. That was a look at sports, a recap of the headlines, straight ahead.
Turbo charge. Dirty life. Turbo charge. Boom. The fed start. The place mad. What flash a rum. My head gone. Fall in the fed like raindrops. So when I lead, you follow me. Lord. As I reach the fed, I jump it up. Any girl I hold, I walk it on. Don't come and tell me the party done, cause I come in here to play bass. Cause right now me, turbo, boom, charge. Right now me, turbo, charge. Right now me, turbo.
Looking back at the top stories making news, youth involvement in AgriFest applauded. Husband of slain journalist Marcia Henville to appear in a Trinidad court today, charged with murder. And 21 murders in 2 months, 5 women among victims, that is in Guyana. In sports, fans turn out in their numbers to welcome West Indies to Perth on the weekend. Remember, for the latest in news, sports and other regional developments, log on to whatsapcaribbean.com, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This was a Kyle Fair production. Thanks for joining us.